Alright, fuckers and fuckettes, what you gonna see this morning is absolute undeniable proof that if I ever find a woman that can take this 22-inch dick, the bitch gonna have to be on top, because I like fucking up. So, now that I've changed my damn fuel pump on this Goldwing, let's get around to changing the fuel filter. Number one, make sure your fuel is turned off. This is the off position on the 84 Interstate. Believe it or not, I've had 1000s that actually have a reserve on that valve. So, anyway, make sure that you got your fuel off. See, I told you I'm a fuck up. Now that your fuel's off, go on ahead and pop your line while you're over here before you go to the other side. I'm going to put Corbin clamps in, I think, on these when I'm done. Get part of the end process or whatever you want to call it. Need a little flat screwdriver. Guess I need to back that bitch out of there some more. The clamp is loose. I'm gonna have to have this clamp out the way because seems like that line's been on there a few more years than I'm willing to admit to. Yeah, it's probably getting replaced this morning, but we're gonna show you how to replace the fuel filter first. I can still get that thing out wider. Let's do it. I hate these stock goddamn Honda clamps. I don't know why they didn't stay with Corbin clamps or real hose clamps. I know I hate these wire pieces of shit. Things are always getting in my way, driving me crazy. The thing about something driving me crazy is fuck, it don't cost much in gas. I'm halfway there already. Alright. There we go. Bitch coming off of there. Now, before you replace your screen, okay, it is definitely not the petcock. Sometimes that petcock screen will be clogged and you'll think it's a fuel filter, so I always give it a little shot just to check. That's probably about 10 bucks worth of fucking race gas. And yeah, I'm running my Goldwing on my race gas. Because you know what? When I opened the barrels this morning, I didn't have any fucking 93 left. So bitch got her a full tank, a 100 octane Shell. Normally I run Sunoco, but I've been playing with the Shell lately, seeing which one gives better mileage in which bike, and strangely enough, Shell's been winning. But as far as when you're just dumping and pissing fuel into a bike like that CBR 1000F or that CBR 1300RR I've got, the Sunoco wins, because it just definitely produces just a cunt hair more horsepower. So, you know, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Anyway, there's a little bolt right here. Get to it. And now, if you're wondering why these fuel filters are in this location, you see what happened is Honda up in Marysville, Ohio, used to build these Goldwings up until 2009, and this is an 84, and that was right after they legalized it to where they could drug test you for work. So, you know, the day that they designed this fuel filter location, them motherfuckers was hung over going, God damn, shit, I ain't got no drugs. I can't do no drugs at work no more. Fuck. Took all their creative spirit right the fuck out of them. In other words, if your design team's doing a good job for you and getting stoned is what enables them to do a good job, let them fucking get stoned. Fuck it, buy them a bag as a bonus if they do good. Now, if they're doing some coke or some shit like that, get them the fuck out of there. If all they're doing is weed, fucking leave them alone. I'm just going to stick that wrench up under that clamp. Just enough to hold that clamp to where I can get that sumbitch up there. Alright, that clamp's loose. By the way, y'all can thank Mr. Brian Bodkin for reminding me to shoot this video, showing you that I do fuck up every now and then. God damn, it's hard to believe I just had this line off 2 or 3 days ago. What was it, Monday? Maybe Tuesday. I don't remember, but I do remember I had this line off 2 or 3 days ago. In case you're wondering why I only push on this end edge of the fuel line, I want to see if it cracks and breaks apart. Okay, so now I can slide this whole mess right out through the other side. I can bring it out this side for that matter. All I have to do is take my thumb and keep that back line out of the way. There's the old fuel filter. That's a nasty fucked up mess right there. And my dumb ass was running the son of a bitch anyway. Changed the whole goddamn fuel pump. Okay, fuckers and fuckettes. Sorry for the gap in the film there, but apparently I forgot to charge the battery in this fucking Hasselblad that was supposed to tell me about that shit before I even turned the goddamn thing on. But anyway, shit, now we're up at the damn fuel filter. Typical goddamn redneck. Give me a second. Oh, hell. Left it right out in the open. Look at this shit. Alright. So now, pop your lines. Actually, you know what? Fuck them lines. I'm gonna grab me some fresh. Be right back. Okay, so when you cut your lines, stretch that out if we can. I guess that is stretched out. Alright, look, when you cut your lines, run them down along each other, mark them with your thumb. Go on ahead and cut it. Now, I don't like them goddamn stock Honda clamps. That is my sole reason for not reusing them. There is no other reason. I just don't like them wire pieces of shit. I broke too many of them. Okay. Boom. Boom. Now, we know from looking, see there's an arrow on these fuel filters, gives you the direction. And sometimes they'll be the same shape and that arrow will be in a different direction, so pay attention to that arrow, okay? Can't stress that enough. I can't do it with these two, but I've got filters in there that look exactly the same, but their flow direction is different, so always pay attention. That stupid little arrow will save you having to change your damn filter early because you put it in backwards and the sumbitch filled up right away. Okay, I'm going to slide that Corbin down. Pop that sucker right up on there. Pop that one right there. Pop this one right here. And now, by the way, just so y'all know, the clamps that I'm using, this is actually 1/4 inch line, but you got to get the 1/2 inch Corbin clamps to fit. So that's the part number, and it's a Napa part number, 705-1302. Now I don't know what the one part number is, but hell, a pack of 10 of these ain't but $5. Actually, I think they're about 7 now. Alright. So now I need to cut my other line. Which is right there to right there, and I just cut it right there. Marked it with my thumb there. It's not rocket science. You can be precise, but fuck it, it's a Goldwing. It's got a pump. You're worried about it getting an air pocket in your line, but you ain't too fucking worried. Alright. Pop me a little clamp on here. Now I'm ready to take my old one out of the bracket. Boom. Just like that. Set your nut up on your seat. Go on ahead and get your screwdriver out your hand. Boom. Look at that. It just falls apart. It's a neat little bracket. That's how that shit works. That little hook catches in there. I like that. That shit's neat. See that hook? Honda did good on that one. Get that hose on there. Bad I made up the hose and didn't put it on there. Told y'all next time I have sex, that woman's gonna have to be on top, because that motherfucker ain't go. I'm just fucking up left and right. Alright, now I know that my direction of flow was this way, and I know that my bracket goes in this way because the bolt points back and the nut goes on it. Alright. And for all y'all people that I know are going to comment and say, well, why didn't you just pull that Phillips screw up in there? You see, I'm 52 years old, and I hate cutting my hands. I hate the shit out of that. I don't even think I can get my hands up in there. Okay, so there we go. Pop that sucker through. Wait a minute, I just put that clamp on the wrong. I'm on this side. Slip that little mother up there a little ways. Don't put your fuel line on yet. Get that little bolt back there. Get it back in through the hole. Sometimes you gotta reach back and pull this line from the other side and wiggle them. This is one of those times. In fact, if I can grab that filter and wiggle it, I'm gonna do that. Okay, that's enough. I can get that nut on. If I'm real careful. Yeah, shit, now I yanked it out. Beautiful shit about seeing this live and unrehearsed. You get to know where I fuck up the most too. And I done dropped that goddamn nut that I just had. Come on, I just set the fucking ratchet down right there. Or socket, you know what I mean. good push on it from the back. Dead sucker started, don't let it cross thread. I've got my filter at about the same angle as I do my socket here, because that is a flare nut. It is pretty easy to get them back on there. Usually I'll turn them backwards a little bit until I feel them sitting right. Finger that a little bit. You know what? I see what's stopping me. My choice of filter is what is stopping me. So I'm gonna take and go up one here. And what I mean by go up one is I'm gonna put this motherfucker right there. And then that thing ain't gonna be getting in my way, because this new one's got that metal ring on it. That old one, yeah, the old one had a metal ring on it too. Maybe it was in here like this, I don't know. I just know that it's going in here like this now. Now that won't stop me no more. Boom. That must have been where the old one was too, because that fuel line is now just about right. And a minute ago I thought I was going to have to cut it off because it looked a little bit long. I done lost that fucking nut again. Pretty good. Man, y'all got to see this. I'm sorry, y'all. I know they're just doing their jobs, but a bunch of 40-year-old men on 10 speeds, and I'm sitting here working on a motorcycle. That shit's just too funny not to share. Found a nut. Alright. Pop that on there. Now it spins like it's supposed to. You'll notice I'm pulling on this fuel line to keep them threads out. I'm also keeping that little ear to where it stays on the tank, where I don't have to sit here at the end and fight that sumbitch to get it to there we go. Alright. Now, do I like that little bit of extra line? No, I do not. But you know what? I learned a long time ago, when you're cutting fuel line, when you're cutting anything, I don't care if it's a board, it's better to cut too much and leave it long then cut it wrong, because you can always take off. You can't never add back. Well, you can, but that involves a lot more Corbin clamps that I don't have laying around, because I'm really kind of figuring out, shit, I only had 3 in this box. Fuck, gotta find another one for the other side. Actually, it gives me an excuse to ride that fucking FJ 1200 this morning. I mean, I need to go to Napa, right? So, I mean, I got to take something. I've got the fuel. I've got the fuel filter. I've got the fuel line off of this one. So, you know, that FJ 1200, yeah, it's got gas in it too. So that means that I need to ride that over to Napa. I think I'm going to go to the Napa in Fort Myers. So I wonder if it's got enough gas in it to do that. Well, that'll give me an excuse to see that hot little redhead down there at the Sunoco in Inglewood. So, I don't think I care if it needs gas or not. In fact, thinking about her, hell, I'm kind of hoping it does need gas. I could stop by the house and get it out the barrels. That thing doesn't even start on fucking pump gas, and it does love the Sunoco 100, but you know what? I don't think I want to go by the house. I'll find an excuse not to go by the house. I've got to go straight to Inglewood. Yeah. No, I'm not talking about that CBR 1000 behind me, or the 1300 RR sitting in my bay this morning. Let me see if I got one more Corbin here. That one's too big. Sucker up around underneath this breather line. Try not to scratch your own tank. If it's a customer's tank, goddamn, you shouldn't have the screwdriver up there to begin with. This one's my tank, and it's actually a fake tank because these Goldwings, the tank is underneath the seat. That shit just opens up and get a little storage compartment down there. My Aspen Cade, you gotta fucking, and I'm going to have to use this for the time being because I'm not going to leave this open all day. But I'm still going to get on that FJ 1200 and run my ass down to Inglewood. Because I know the Napa down there, yeah. The Napa down there is more likely to have them on hand than the one in Venice. Yeah, that's it. Like I say, that's just temporary. I don't like using these regular hose clamps. I like my Corbin clamps. I always have. I trust those. I trust these, but I break a lot of these. I never break a Corbin clamp. So anyway, There you go, fuckers and fuckettes. That's how you change your fuel filter in a Goldwing. Well, Goldwing 1200, and actually most of them are about the same. The 1500s and 1800s just count on a day of taking all them goddamn plastics off to get to anything. That's why you don't ever see me riding my 1500. I love the shit out of it. 2005 anniversary edition, all that fucking happy shit. I've got the 2000 as well. But I just fucking cannot stand taking all the plastics off on the 1500 or the 1800, either one, just to get at any damn thing. That is the stupidest fucking shit Honda ever made. They should have made it a 5-minute job to get to that engine at the most. Yeah. But anyway, enough rambling about that. That's how you change a fuel filter in a 1200, 1100, all the way back to 1000. Holler at y'all fuckers and fuckettes later.